Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Divine Truth Tarot and we're going to be doing a divine counterpart check-in. This has been a balls to the wall week of 3D mini tower moments. Manageable but extremely stressful. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because if any of you are experiencing this, it literally feels like it's one thing after another. My car battery died, then I had to take a cat to the vet, then we finally trapped a feral cat in the neighborhood after a year of trying to get her, but she's pregnant, she had 4 babies recently, so they can't take her, and it's just like one thing after another. And I'm managing, however, it would be nice. This is like Aries energy, right? The energy of just, it's balls to the wall, it's passion, it's forward movement, it's that 8 of Wands energy, but it can be a bit chaotic. The 8 of Wands can be a bit chaotic, can be extremely stressful. So I want to encourage you guys, and this is me also talking to myself, to take extra moments of care as we approach this new moon in Aries coming up on the 12th. Many of you are Aries or have an Aries divine masculine. So if that's the case, you will be feeling this new moon particularly strong, okay? And all of us are feeling it. You can't escape an Aries moon, full or new moon. But the new moon is really, it's signaling the beginning of something and the falling away of something else. Full moons bring completions and new moons bring beginnings. So I've pulled out the Queen of the Moon Oracle since we're just a few days away from that new moon, about 5 days away, and the Light Seers Tarot. And this is going to be to clarify the messages that come up from the Angel Tarot cards deck. So I'm going to start with, yet again, as I did yesterday, the Angel Tarot cards. I want to make a quick announcement. If you guys would like to support me over on Patreon, the link is below each video. Would really greatly appreciate the support. There's extra content, bonus content, early access content. Last month we did a writing challenge for the month of March. So lots of things that are being offered over there that you will not find on YouTube. And we've got a great private community over there of under 100 people at the moment, but I'm hoping to get up to 150. That's my goal, or more, or more. And very thankful to have Patreon also as a backup in case anything happens to YouTube. So keep that in mind as well. There's just so much uncertainty in the world. And in addition, if you're looking for a personal reading, I am taking readings for the month of April, and there's 3 people I still have yet to get to for the month of March. So it has been so intense for me, and personal readings take a lot more out of me than collective readings. So I haven't yet gotten to those 3 people. You know who you are, but I have not forgotten about you, and I hope to be able to get to them today and tomorrow. So thank you so much for your patience. And if you have an April reading, I will get to that ASAP. In the next few days, I will be beginning the April readings. I'm about 2/3 of the way full. So if you are looking for one, go ahead and reach out to me and we'll see if we can get you on the schedule. And it's so much more than just it's a coaching session. It's not just a reading. It's not just I look at the cards, I interpret the cards. It's an intuitive coaching session. And my gift that I'm sharing right now with the world, that I'm called to share, is to help people walk their soul path, find their soul purpose and their soul career, find what it is that they're supposed to be doing in the world, right? It's mission work. So your reading is going to give you a lot more insight than just a regular reading. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and call on the archangels. I'm not going to take any of these cards while I'm shuffling, by the way, because we haven't clarified the message yet. But calling on the archangels of the highest high, please allow me to be a pure vessel of divine truth, unconditional love, divine clarity, divine compassion, divine empathy, and divine love. And I call on my ancestors, my guides, and my highest self to deliver the messages today in this reading to all of the collective watching, blessing all of their divine unions, blessing all of them individually, and of course, bestowing blessings on myself and my divine masculine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. So let's go. Let's come up with a overarching energy, and I think that's going to be it. Yep, I had a feeling there was a second one. So the overarching energy, wow. Quite beautiful, quite beautiful. A ray of sunshine. I was roller skating at the park the other day, and I was called a ray of sunshine. She said, you're just a ray of sunshine. Your inner child shines. And that was the highest compliment that somebody could pay me, because it wasn't talking about my looks, or even my personality. It was talking about just who I was at the core and how I'm able to affect other people in a positive way. So when I see the sun card come out as the overarching energy, it makes me want to smile despite the tower moments, right? Despite this chaotic Aries energy. It makes me want to tell myself, that part of me that may be doubting the journey, or doubting my counterpart, doubting that love is for me, doubting that joy is for me, or that abundance is for me, makes me want to tell that part of myself, don't worry, everything gonna be okay, everything irie, baby, everything's gonna be okay. And so it's the happiest card. It's the most positive card in the deck. And I don't say that lightly. I am not Little Miss Sunshine. Apparently I'm a ray of sunshine, but I am not just all love and light. Okay, I'm shadows and light, and that's what I teach. So, and you guys know that if you followed me for a while, and if you're new, you'll catch on pretty quickly that I am not the reader that's going to promise you reunion tomorrow. I am the reader that's going to help you walk this journey and understand that this is not a soulmate journey, that this is a journey to yourself. It's a journey back home to you, which then has no choice but to reflect the physical union, okay, of your counterpart, your physical manifestation of your counterpart in the physical 3D reality, because you've done the work in your internal world. So I am that reader. I am divine truth, and I am here to bring messages of truth, and not messages that you want to hear, but messages that you need to hear. So the sun card coming out, all of that being said, tells me that there is happy success, happy outcome, that everything is working out. Literally, everything irie, everything's working out. It's like in Brad Pitt's character. Oh gosh, what was his name? He was deaf in what was that movie? My head is so full right now of 3D stuff. The movie where he was deaf. Okay, anyway. I can't think of it. It's a brilliant movie. It's back when movies were actually good. And he says, he sees a patient in the hospital and he says, everything irie. And he starts talking in in Jamaican, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Jamaican. He starts talking, Jamaican isn't a language. Okay. He starts talking in island talk, whatever that is. Okay, I apologize if I'm being offensive. I'm not trying to. I'm extremely exhausted. But he's talking and he's got that reggae accent. Okay, so he's got this reggae accent and he's like, everything irie, everything gonna be okay, everything irie. And it's like, I've been saying that. I've been finding myself saying that to myself as a reminder that everything's gonna be okay, regardless of how it looks in the physical, or regardless of what obstacles or bumps I'm coming up on, and really leaning on God to get me through this, and leaning on God for support and for clarity and for guidance. So leaning on yourself, leaning on, you are a God particle, you are a spark of the divine. So a reminder of that the divine is within you. Okay, the God spark is within you. Have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in who you are. And I want you guys to remember who you are. I want you guys to remember that you did not come here to play small, and you did not come here to fail. You did not come here to just experience disappointment and pain. This is a really wonderful energy. So keep your thoughts positive and know that everything will work out beautifully, like astonishingly beautifully. You are reaching utter enlightenment on many, many levels. And if you guys felt it last night, I do feel like we were being washed over with some brilliant diamond codes, some brilliant divine light that was coming through. I literally felt like I was high, but I wasn't on any drugs. I just felt like very at ease, very peaceful, very happy, very joyful. And I just knew that everything was going to be all right. And so I'm not surprised to see the sun reflecting that energy back to us. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. This can often indicate that, again, it's like the chaotic world or energy of Aries. Decisions to be made. And it's usually between two things, two choices, two people, two jobs, two locations. So many feminines are feeling this as you're in this, like I call the so-called quote unquote runner stage, where you're making decisions in the physical world, and the physical world has become very much a part of your reality again, whereas before it's sort of like we were just hanging out in the 5D, and now we're hanging out in the 3D a lot more, while the masculine goes ahead and does their thing in the 5D. So try not to, don't think you have to make a decision today, feminine. Just try to take it easy. Try to just expect the brilliant outcome. Expect yourself to shine. Expect yourself to succeed. Don't expect failure. Okay, failure is not an option. Says Eminem. All right, so clarifying the Sun card, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, I like that. So we've got a king. So the king of passion, the king of fire. This is the Aries. This is Aries representing himself or herself in your own reading. Okay, so shout out to all my Aries out there. Shout out especially to all my Aries divine masculines who are out there holding it down for the feminines right now. And you see this masculine, he's very confident. He's maybe got a little ego, a little bravado. Okay, he knows he's sexy. He's got the strength of a lion. He's got the courage of a lion. And he's got his own light now to shine him through on his path, moving forward on his path, no longer needing or necessitating the feminine to get him through, but trusting on his own instincts and trusting in the path that he's created spiritually, because the wand suites indicate or talk about rather spirituality, the spiritual realm. So this is a man who's conquered or is conquering, in the process of conquering, what is life? What is this? What am I? Who am I? And why am I here? This is a man who has a purpose and is determined to achieve that purpose. He's determined to have this happy outcome, not just with you, but in all aspects of his life. Yeah, okay. They want me to clarify Two of Earth. Can we clarify the Two of Earth, please? Ten of Swords, walking away from something. Okay, the feeling of being maybe stabbed in the back, the feeling of mental anguish, but definitely walking away from something painful, walking towards something beautiful and bright, and that's the Sun card. So it's this decision to walk away from pain that both counterparts are deciding to do. It's a decision to be happy, the decision to be fulfilled, the decision to come together and to start working together in some palpable way. Okay, that's a lot of cards. It's funny, the Awakening card just decided to shake itself out. Hey! Holla! That's my chin. Okay, so can we have a card, please, giving more clarity on the Divine Masculine's 3D space? Wow, King of Wands again. Look at that. So that's pretty clear. That's pretty clear. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Yeah, that is very clear. The masculines are in the King of Wands energy. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Well, they're giving themselves their own advice. They're trusting, they're taking their own advice, trusting their own advice, and their intuition is what's happening. Ichichironi. Focus, focus, focus. They're very focused on being happy. They're very focused on achieving happiness and achieving success in their life. Whereas before they may have felt like a massive failure in some way because they weren't being true to themselves and being authentic to who they were and what they truly desired. They were filling their lives with fluff, and they were filling their lives with really bullshit. Like they were bullshitting themselves about what was going to make them happy. If I stay here, I'll be fine. No, you won't. You will be miserable. And they finally admitted that to themselves, that they were cheating themselves. I mean, when you put yourself last, you're really only cheating yourself. Everyone else sort of wins and you cheat yourself of happiness. So they've really come a long way in realizing that they are worthy. This is about the solar plexus. This is about worthiness. This is that Aries energy, and it's coming out, it's coming strong. So if you have an Aries divine masculine, or you feel your inner divine masculine and you're an Aries, and you feel that very strongly, your solar plexus is being lit up. So you may be experiencing some ascension symptoms there, some bloating, some cramping, some uncomfortability in the belly area. So keep that in mind. Now, the feminines have the Fool card. So feminines, I feel like you're just ready. You're ready for a new adventure. You're ready for a new experience. And I just heard you're not willing to take no for an answer. You're ready for your masculine to step forward in this king energy. Not the page energy, not even the knight's energy, who's still a little egotistical and a little confused and a little unsure of himself, but the king energy who's solid, who's stable. Solid, stable, and connected to his spiritual side. That's very, very attractive to the divine feminine. All right. Ooh, wow. Divine masculine, bringing in justice. You notice justice is the number 11, 1 + 1 = 2. Divine justice being brought into these connections. There was a comment on the live video, the live chat yesterday or the day before, and she was talking about, I think it was Arbella, and she was talking, or Len, I can't remember. You two are linked at the hip. So she was saying, or maybe it was Charla. Was it Charla? Charla, was it you? Holla. You're talking about, you feel that justice is coming in after April, I guess, or did you say May or June? Like it's coming in the next several months. It's coming in, especially the first waivers. So even though the second or third waivers may be seeing more action in the 3D right now, there's a lot of work being done in the 5D by the first waiver. So if you're a first waiver and you're not in communication right now, but you're seeing other people get communication, just take it easy. Know that everything's working out and trust that you will be receiving your right in divine justice. You will be receiving rightfully what's yours, and you will be having that physical reunion with your counterpart. And the reunion is going to lead to union pretty quickly for some of you. I still see that Chariot. I still see that masculine rushing in like the Knight of Swords. All right, clarity on the Fool card for the feminine. But this is a really strong, the past few days, the masculine energy has been very strong. So also, of course, keep in mind how this is resonating internally with your internal divine masculine. How are you taking charge? How are you more confident? How are you ensuring that divine justice reigns in your own personal life, feminine, for your divine masculine? When your divine masculine is balanced, your outer divine masculine will be fulfilled and in balance. 9 of Pentacles to clarify the Fool for the feminine. So feminines, this is the single card. This is the happy, pleasurable single card. This is not the card of like, woe is me, nothing works out, everything sucks. This is the card of brilliance, and this is the card of trusting, very, very strong root chakra energy coming through, and the 9 of Pentacles, trusting that you can create that solid, stable home, trusting that a lot of feminines are moving homes or locations right now, moving states, moving countries, continents, trusting that all is working out and all is for your highest good, even if you're moving temporarily away from your divine masculine, that it's all working out. And it's all bringing in divine justice. This is a woman who can, or a man, divine feminine energy, who can take care of himself or herself. And that's really, the feminine is really holding it down in the 3D. The feminine is creating this brilliant outcome, bringing in that sun energy, bringing in that positivity into her 3D. And even though it might seem like things are sort of like status quo over the next couple months, I see a lot of things moving forward here in springtime, heading into summertime, and then things really taking off in the fall and winter for many of us. All right, it's coming up with this new moon in Aries, acceptance. Working together. I see this as kind of like the 3 of Pentacles energy, wanting to work together to create, knowing that 2 is better than 1. Like the acceptance of the connection on a deeper level, especially for the masculines, especially I'm feeling this for the masculines. Yep. Accepting the connection, reaching out. You see, they're reaching out to the feminine there. They want to connect. They want to talk. They do. They're tired of being distant. They're tired of being secretive. They're tired of being sort of like in and out of your life. It's exhausting them. It's hurting them. It hurts them to be away from you. And look, they want to come in as the divine masculine. Wow, the lunar god. They are going to be very provoked in a positive way by this new moon in Aries. And they're going to be provoked to fully accept this connection and to realize that you can't run away from this masculines no matter how hard you try. Your feminine has tried it too, and it hasn't worked for her either. So just accepting that this is not only always a part of them, but that it's also supposed to be a part of their 3D world. This is not just, you did not come together with your feminine masculines just to be a part in this lifetime and to experience the longing and the pain and the loss. You came here to be together, and feminines working on that sacral chakra. Remember I talked about the womb chakra yesterday, healing of the womb chakra, creation, bringing in more creativity. And if you felt like your sacral chakra was sort of locked up recently, you're going to start to feel like it's opening up a lot more, and it's bringing you ideas. It's bringing you brilliant ideas as your gifts start to come online with more and more strength and more power. And you're going to be surprised at what some of these gifts are. All right, union energy. Growth. Beautiful, beautiful. There's growth. These connections are growing in a positive way. These connections are growing towards this happy outcome. And you guys have planted the seeds many eons ago, many lifetimes ago, in fact, since the beginning of time, really. And the growth is really going to skyrocket with this new moon in Aries. So really positive change is coming, guys. I mean, super, super exciting here to see these energies. Like, there's no devil energy, there's no temptation, there's no tower energy, even though some of us are experiencing towers. They're positive towers, and they're here to transform. They're here to test how far you've grown, and they're here to really open up that sacral chakra into creation. So if you have obstacles or challenges, know that they're being presented so that you can make a different decision this time, and you can choose a different path, opening up a new timeline. So I have to run. I've got so much going on in the 3D, and I am so excited that the energy is really changing and the energy is shifting for all of us. I send you guys so much love and compassion on this journey, and a big giant hug. You take great care, and we'll talk so soon. Be well.